Hey there, clan, and welcome to another installment of Ask the Warrior, where you submit your questions and I answer them, basically. Hence the title, Ask the Warrior. I announced a video about a week ago, and I thought now's about time. Got a decent amount of questions to answer. I have some from Facebook, Twitter, my Google Groups page, and I'll do the YouTube questions probably last because if I get there's more YouTube questions than there are other questions. So I'll go through the Facebook questions first. And the first Facebook question comes from Bashi Wahid. I do apologise if I'm butchering the name, and I apologise in advance. Do you think the Xbox One will give the PS4 a challenge at all? In all honesty, yeah, it's still going to give it a challenge. Even with what the Xbox has done with the Xbox 180, I'm sorry, I laugh at that every time. It's kind of stupid, but I laugh at it. With them removing the DRM system and all that. I still think there's going to be a good chance because I love this. I really do think that there's going to be a nice challenge between the Xbox One, my apologies, and the PS4. I personally am going to get a PS4 first when I can. Probably not as soon as it's released to it because I have no money. But yeah, there is still going to be competition, and I do think the Xbox One will still give it a challenge because there's still going to be people that are going to buy it. Like, the hardcore gamers like me see what the Xbox One did wrong and PS4 did right. So I am going with PS4 still at the moment because the only thing that stopped me from buying an Xbox One is, well, to one, money. I can't afford to buy both at the same time. If I could, I would. But two, the mandatory Kinect. The Kinect is still a pain in the ass for me, and I don't want something like that in my room that has to be mandatory. I still think that's a black mark against the system. While the PS4 doesn't have anything like that, I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be some things in there that are still going to annoy the hell out of me. But I still love this because this is actually a good chance to get the console wars getting back into the place. This is going to be our console war. I missed out on the console war between Nintendo and Sony. While I was born in the 90s, I didn't get my first games console until the N64. And by that time, the console wars were in their very late. They were nearly completely done. This, however, like a lot of people say, well, with the console war in the last generation, there wasn't a console war, it was just that. And plus, in my honest opinion, the reason I like Sony a bit better now than the Microsoft is because the PS4 is a gaming console, while the Xbox One is a gaming system. If you don't know the difference between that, a gaming console is a console that plays games. A gaming system is a system that plays games and has other stuff added onto it. Well, the PS4 does have that. It's more of a gaming console than an Xbox One, in my opinion. And really what I like about this is the fact that it's going to be basically Microsoft and Sony are going to be trying to one-up each other. They're going to keep doing that for the next few years, I guarantee it. And that is good for us. That's good for the consumer. That's good for the gamers in a way. Because it gives them a chance to... It gives them a go, right, what do we need today to be on the good side of the gamers? What do we need today? And that's a good thing in my head. That's an absolutely fantastic thing because they will try and get on our good sides, which means they will get better exclusives, better deals, better stuff for the gaming system and gaming consoles in general, and maybe they'll try and focus more on the gamers, which is what they should be focused on instead of this TV bullshit. If I want to watch TV, I go in my fucking TV and turn it on my Skybox, or I go on my computer and I either do it illegally or legally. I'm not saying which one I do, but you can guess. And yeah, I just wish that they would concentrate more on the gaming. And as I say, if this is the start of a brand new console war, the better it is. Because competition breeds ingenuity. It breeds innovation. It means these companies will be wanting to take better and more risky risks, which means they'll probably back projects they wouldn't have backed last year. Like, compared to last generation's console, there wasn't that much of a war. It was just, there's an Xbox, there's a PS4. They were kind of like, look, we'll work together, we're coexisting. Now all bets are fucking off, and they're in the ring, and they're like, really, bitch? Microsoft was like, yeah, we got DRM, bitches, we'll throw a couple of DRMs your way. And so it's like, we dodge that DRM, we take it away, and we get a right hook to the fucking face, uppercut, knockout. That's what happened at E3, and so far Sony are winning this console war. They've gained more territory in the gamers part anyway. While Xbox will always have the casual gamer probably, and the family consoles, I still think Sony has got a good chance.
Avast virus database has
and
been
my
updated.
Avast virus database, just to say update. I do apologise, this actually gets the recording of my computer as well. I do apologise for that. So you got Avast there. Avast, good antivirus software, by the way. Stupid fucking thing. But yeah, I think this is a good thing. I still think that the Sony is winning still at the moment, and I do think they'll continue to win for a while, because they are concentrating a lot on the indie market and a lot more on gamers than Xbox are at the moment. Because Microsoft just care about money. Like, half the shit on the fucking Xbox One I could give two hoots about, while the PS4 I'm very excited for, because it is a gamer's console, especially for my type of gaming. I'm a single player gamer, and in this one, you don't need to be connected to the online. While you do need to be with the Xbox One, you don't anywhere. I guarantee there's going to be something that's going to make you need that. And do anything you're drinking a Sunny D. So I still think that the Xbox One will give the PS4 a challenge. How much of a challenge? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's a bit iffy in my opinion. I still think the PS4 is going to win, so that's me. Okay, we have another question from Nicola Politi. He actually has 3 questions. 2 are here. One's the one he asked me a while ago when we ended up getting in a conversation. But I'll answer the first 2 here. His first question is, what do you think of BioWare's idea of a Mass Effect spin-off in which you possibly are playing Garrus, Aria, Javik, or the Elusive Man? In all honesty, I don't like it. Like, while I love those characters, I love Garrus. Javik, I don't love. I think he's a good character, bit of a wasted opportunity in my opinion. Aria's fucking amazing, and the Elusive Man is a 9-year perfect villain. In fact, he's not even a villain in some instances. It all comes down to your judgment. But the idea of a spin-off game with these characters, I don't like it. Like, they've already got their spin-offs. They've got the comics and the graphic novels. They've got the books, the graphic novels, they've got them. They've already got stuff to do. I don't mind them doing spin-offs with stories like that, like books, graphic novels, maybe an animated movie, animated TV series. A Mass Effect animated TV series would be awesome if they done it right. Along those lines, I'm okay with it, but I just don't think these characters. While I think like Garrus, Aria, and Elusive Man do have potential to have their own games, I think they're better off with as in a game, like with your character. I honestly think that they don't. While it sounds awesome, while it does, I just don't think they have enough to them to make a good single player game. I much rather prefer them working in a team or working alongside each other. That being said, as is for movies, books, comics, animated series, or live action TV series, them and that I'd be fine with. Like, if they were to do a movie based on the Elusive Man's backstory with the Evolution comic, that would be fucking awesome. An Aria fucking movie, that would be awesome. Oh, and by the way, they just need to get the actress who voiced Aria to play Aria, because she is an on-screen actress. She's actually Trinity from The Matrix. So yeah, get her ass in a sari makeup, and it can be done. Just look at Rana McNamee, for fuck's sake. She is Samara in real life. She is Samara. She's the face model. She gets the makeup done. She is Samara. She is Mon. Do that with fucking the last from Matrix. I'm sorry, I cannot remember her fucking name. Trinity from The Matrix. And yeah, she would look awesome as Aria. That would be fantastic. A Garrus, Brandon Keener, an Elusive Man, Martin Sheen. That's fine. I don't think they'd be able to do games on their own, but movies, comics, books, fine. Go with that. Just don't do games. Keep Mass Effect an RPG series, not a spin-off series, okay? Do what Star Wars is doing. Do spin-off movies. That'll be fine. A Garrus movie? That'd be fucking awesome. You'd have the Garrus fangirls at the front door. I guarantee it. I know at least 3 that would be there. Maybe 2. Rennie Shepherd on Twitter. I guarantee she'd be there. And... well, MD, she'd be there. She'd be there in the fucking heartbeat. She'd probably drag me to it. But yeah, movie, comic books, I'm fine with. Not a game though. I'm sorry, these characters just don't. I don't think they're good enough on their own to have a full-on game about them. I'm sorry, I don't. I do apologise for that for fans of it. I'm just thinking I prefer them as. I prefer them as movies, like books or comics, because they've done it. They've done the books. They've done the comics. Just do that. Don't do another game. That would just. I'd rather them concentrate on Mass Effect, the next installment of the Mass Effect series. By the way, I refuse to call it Mass Effect 4. By the way, because it's not Mass Effect 4. It's the beginning of a new Mass Effect series. That's what it is. Okay. Don't call it Mass Effect 4. It's not Mass Effect 4. So yeah, books, comics, that kind of stuff. Animated TV series. Like, the animated fuck, the James Vega movie. Like that movie, I'll admit, the reason I didn't review it is because I thought it was okay. It just wasn't worth my time to review, and you actually have to like the character of James Vega to actually like that movie. I thought it was an okay film. I'm not a big fan of the James Vega character. Think it's a bit of a wasted opportunity in my opinion. But I liked the movie. It was okay. And something along those lines, like an Arya-focused film, that could be pretty awesome. An Alyssa Mann-focused animated film, that could be pretty damn fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. And Garrus, that kind of stuff, yeah, but not a game. Please, BioWare, not a game. Concentrate on making a great RPG, not a great single-player game. And not a great spin-off game. Make good RPGs. Make movies. Make the movie. BioWare movies. Make that happen, BioWare. Make that happen. We will fund it. Kickstart that shit. Kickstart BioWare movies. Do that right now. BioWare, if you're listening, kickstart BioWare movies. Get that branch opened and get the movies fucking made. I'll buy it. I'd kickstart the shit out of that. In fact, I probably couldn't at the moment, but I would as soon as I could. Okay. His second question. Nicola question. Do you think Mass Effect 4 should be... Not Mass Effect 4, Mass Effect 4 should feature multiplayer like Mass Effect 3 or go back to the classic Mass Effect experience from Mass Effect 1 and 2? If I had to choose, I'd say scrap the fucking multiplayer. I'm saying it right now. While the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer is enjoyable when you're playing it with friends, that's it. Like, it's enjoyable. That any multiplayer game is enjoyable when you're playing with friends. I couldn't play it without playing it with AMD, RL, Alex, Link, and a few other people. I can't play it online. I can't. I would rather BioWare concentrate on making the game a great single-player game. That's my opinion, okay? I would rather them go back to concentrating on doing that than concentrating on half-assed multiplayer. However, we all know that Mass Effect 4 or whatever they decide to call it is going to have multiplayer. We know that for a fact. I guarantee it. EA are going to pressure BioWare into doing that. I guarantee it. I can almost smell the half-assetude on the multiplayer already. Now, if you wanted to ask what kind of multiplayer I would want, I do apologise, my window's open and the light's being a bitch. What kind of multiplayer I would want? Something that isn't a bona fide horde mode. I'm sorry, horde mode's fun for a while, but after that you're just like, fuck off, don't care. I would want a good co-op. If you're going to put multiplayer in it, do a co-op side multiplayer. Do something along the lines of, I think it was The Darkness 2 that did it, that had like a co-op story side with 4 different characters. Something along those lines would be awesome. That would be, I think, pretty damn fucking awesome, in my opinion, because that could work pretty damn well if they'd done it right. I do apologize, I'm just getting this next set of questions. Just give me a moment. But yeah, I think that could work out really well if they did a co-op side story. That I think could be really, really done well. I do apologize, I keep forgetting, I've not got the Google Groups up. But yeah, I think that could work out if they'd done it right. No, I know that. Go away. Where is it? I do apologize, I've lost my Google Group link. There it is. But yeah, I think if they did a side co-op story, that could work out really well with 4 individual characters. Not characters we know, no Garrus, no Tali, none of that. 4 different characters with different personalities working together. That could work out really well if done right. Give me a moment, I'm going to shut this bloody window. There. But yeah, a side story could work out really well if they did it right. Just a little side story. It doesn't have to be like as long as the campaign. It could just be like literally a 4 or 5 hour long story, and that could work out really well because that could be fun. That could be enjoyable. And BioWare have done co-op in the past with Baldur's Gate, the Baldur's Gate series. They've done that really well, and yeah, I think if they did that, that could work out really, really well. So yeah, that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. So yeah, that's my honest opinion to 6. I'm just trying to find a question. Oh, there we are. Just sorry, my nose is running a bit. I think I've lost the question. Give me a moment. I should probably have set this up. Give me a moment. Do apologise. Someone's just I've lost someone's question. I'm going to see if I can get it back because I don't want to miss it. But yeah, a side co-op story would be pretty damn fucking awesome in my opinion, if they did it right. So yeah, that's just a side co-op story, maybe 4 player co-op side story with 4 individual characters with each pair of different personalities. That'll be fine. That would work out really well in my opinion. So that's my opinion. Not a half-assed tacked on horde mode like Mass Effect 3. Okay, Nicola's other question is a bit unrelated to Mass Effect. It's completely unrelated. But he asked me on Facebook actually yesterday about my thoughts about Naruto, the anime. And we go into a bit of a discussion about it, got next we talked about it, and he asked me, would I ever consider doing a video on Naruto? And I said, basically my answer to that is basically, if enough of you ask for it, I will do it. Like, I don't know Naruto that well enough to actually do an extensive review or anything, but he did ask, like, would I ever consider doing a Naruto video where I just talk about different aspects of Naruto and why I like it, why I hate it, what's my favourite thing, that kind of thing. So I wanted to ask the clan, he asked me, so here's my answer to that. If you want me to talk about Naruto, I'll do one video on Naruto about, basically, all you need to do if you want me to do that, in the comment section of this video, just literally talk about Naruto or something with like what you want me to talk about Naruto. Like talk about Naruto. Could you talk about what's your favorite episode or what's your favorite character? That kind of thing. If I was going to do a Naruto video, that's what I would do. Like, so that's basically like, there's too many good Naruto reviewers out there that I couldn't be able to adjust it. So if you want me to talk about Naruto, I will talk about it. But as I said, it has to be enough for you to ask. So about 10-20 people have to be able to. Enough of you have to ask me to talk about it for me to justify me talking about it. Because I'm not going to make it if hardly anyone's going to watch it. So if you want me to talk about Naruto, just put it in the comment section down below. Say talk about Naruto. That'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to go and move on to Twitter questions. If you'll just give me a moment. Just make sure I haven't missed any. Okay, there's one here from Rob Green that isn't really a question, but it's a statement. Just thought of something. Why not do a video on how paid DLC is evil and companies should release free stuff because we paid already? That isn't really a question, it's more of a statement, but he has basically, it's kind of a question. Like, what's my thoughts on the DLC thing? I'm not against paying for DLC. I'm not. If the DLC is good enough, pay for it. If the DLC is good enough, it has to be a good DLC to pay for it. I might do a video where I talk about what makes a good DLC for me, but it all comes down to opinion. What I think makes a good DLC might not be what someone else thinks makes a good DLC. So, yeah, I might do a video on that, I'm not too sure. So, we'll move on to the last set of Twitter questions. I'm just waiting for see if someone gets back to me with because I actually can't find their question they originally sent me. Give me a moment, see if I can actually find his question. Because I don't want to miss this guy's question out if he's asked me already. I really don't. See if I can find it. Do apologise for this. I don't want to miss a guy's question out. I think this is it. It's sent on the 23rd. I think that's when I asked. So far. Okay, I think this is it. I could be wrong though, so I do apologise. Josh Carter, if this is not your question. He asks, cool LP. He asked basically, do you have any LPs for Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2, or do you plan on doing any? I think that was his question. Oh, here it is. No, here it is. Oh, my apologies. That was a while ago. Here's his question. Do you think people have become cynical about gaming and forgot that it's supposed to be about entertainment? Oh, that's a tricky question, okay. Firstly, about the Dragon Age thing, I do have a part 1 of a Dragon Age Let's Play up on the channel. I don't know if I'm going to continue. As I said, I don't have the time to actually do Let's Plays at the moment. And plus, YouTube's been a dick with me, so it's been an absolute pain in the ass. I might continue the Dragon Age one, I'm not too sure yet. As is, I have to be in the mood to play it. So, to get to Josh's question again, which I will repeat just in case, do you think people are becoming cynical about gaming and forget about it was supposed to be about entertainment? That's a tricky question, in my opinion, because it all comes down to opinion. People are cynical by nature. That's it. People are cynical by nature. People are always going to be cynical. Do I think gaming's just for entertainment anymore? Yes, gaming is still entertainment, that's a fact, but I think gaming has evolved to the point in which it can be borderline, it can be art. So can movies, same as books, same as movies. I consider gaming on the same level as movies, books, comics, everything. I consider them on the same level. And people are getting a bit cynical about gaming in some instances. I do agree with that. And people are like, oh, this isn't what it's supposed to be. But gaming can mean a lot to other people. It can mean a lot to people. So, like, for me, it does mean a lot to me because the gaming helped me through a difficult time in my life. And I do agree that some people are getting a wee bit too cynical about it. Some people are. But I think, as I say, people need to realize this. Gaming is a form of entertainment, yes. And you need to take it as that. You need to sit down, and if you don't enjoy it, don't play it. As simple as. But you need to take it into light about what does it mean to you. Is gaming just for entertainment for you, or do you do it for another reason? Like, why do I game? I game it because I enjoy it. I have fun with it. And I always learn something when I'm playing a game. That's what I do. I always learn something when playing a game. Like, whether it be something simple, something stupid, or something meaningful to me. Because, as is, a couple of games have helped me through a difficult time in my life. And so, yeah, I do agree that some people are cynical, but it all comes down to the personality and the person. Like, how I view gaming is completely different how some other people view gaming. But I do realize that people need to actually just sit down and realize that gaming is just for entertainment. But it can mean a lot more than that if you let it. As I say, gaming's just the new thing that's getting picked on now. Like, 20 years ago it was comics. 20, 30, 40 years ago it was comics. After that it was movies. After that it was games. And then before all that it was probably books. And then before all that it was probably cave paintings. It's just a new thing in the block that everyone likes to pick on. And I don't like it, but it's going to happen until gaming gets the respect it deserves. And it does deserve it. So, yeah, I do agree that some people will be cynical, but it just comes down to opinion. So, my opinion, gaming's entertainment. Gaming's art. Gaming is something that people do. And it should be respected just as movies and things are. So, that's my opinion. So, I hope I answered the question. I think I might have fucked up. I do apologise, but I may have interpreted the question wrong. But I do agree with you. People are becoming cynical, but that's the way people are, unfortunately. Everyone's a cynical prick at one point. So, move on to the last two Twitter questions. The next question comes from Dark Streetful. Hey, Dark Streetful, you're an awesome guy, by the way. He's helped out in the channel quite a lot. If you were to ask a movie director to write out the rest of your life, who would it be and why? Joss Whedon. Don't even need a micro minute to think about it. Joss fucking Whedon, because Joss Whedon is a fantastic writer and director. Simple put, Buffy, Angel, Avengers, and the list goes on. Like, he's an awesome writer and he's an awesome director. He's written comic books, he's written movies, TV series, Buffy, Angel, Firefly, and he knows how to write. He does. He's awesome. He's fan-fucking-tastic. If anyone was to write out the rest of my life, I think it would be him. Because I think he would make my boring life entertaining somehow. Like, I don't think I'd be a vampire slayer or a vampire. I don't think I'd be a demon. I don't think I'd be in space. But I think he'd make it a lot more entertaining than it actually is. Because my life's boring as shit. Gotta say that right now. Yeah, Joss Whedon, hands down. Like, don't even need to think about it. Joss Whedon, he's an awesome guy as well. He's a geek. And I feel that he would put as much passion into that as he did into Firefly, into Angel. Because he didn't give up on those series after they finished. There's an Angel graphic novel, Buffy comics, Firefly graphic novels. He continued the series, even though it didn't continue on TV. So, simple as, Joss Whedon, done. There. Okay, next question comes from Alex the Hunted. By the way, congratulations on hitting 700 subscribers. You've almost caught up on me. You'll probably bypass me shortly because my channel sucks. But here it is. If you were the 12th Doctor, how would you do the character, or which previous Doctor would you base it on? For those who don't know, Matt Smith is leaving Doctor Who this year, I believe, at the end of the Christmas special this year. So he's asking, if I was cast as the 12th Doctor, what kind of person would I be? Oh, that's tricky because, firstly, this would be my first thing. I'd be going, mirror, mirror, mirror. I have a beard. I'm ginger. I'm fucking ginger. Thank you. Yes. Beard's a bit scruffy. Huh. Yes, fucking ginger. Thank you, finally. It only took 12 generations. That would be my reaction, because I just think that's kind of funny. With that line David Tennant says, he goes, "Am I ginger?" And the Christmas special where he was in, I would love to be the Doctor who would just go, "I'm fucking ginger." I wouldn't be able to swear. I'd be like, "I'm flipping ginger. Yes, thank you." I'm kind of young. Oh, I don't know. Look at my glasses, ears, but big. A bit on the chubby side. Teeth. Teeth are a bit fucked up, but I've had worse. That'd probably be my initial thing, because that's just the way I am. I probably would be. Let's see. It's difficult to say, because I don't want to base it on any Doctor. I would rather create my own personality up. If it's to create my own personality, I'd want to be entertaining, but I'd want to have that bit of an intensity on it. I would want to be an intimidating Doctor, but one of those ones that a friendly, intimidating Doctor, like someone who doesn't take bullshit, still has a good laugh every now and then. But I would want to be the one who would basically be like, "You got two choices here. One, you let us go. Two, you die. That's all you got. It only takes me the simple touch of a sonic screwdriver, and this place goes up like a supernova. So what's your choice? You let us go, you kill us in another time, or we all die right here, right now. Tick tock, you've only got a little time left." I'm not that intimidating, I know, but that's just the kind of Doctor I think would be awesome. Like, a Doctor who's intimidating. Like, I do think that they've had Doctors like that in the past, as I'm not up on my Doctor Who lore. I do think that they have that. Have had a Doctor who's a bit more intimidating, but I think I'd be an interesting take on it, and a Doctor who would be literally just like, no bullshit, be like, "Daleks? Not a bloody problem. Where's my sonic screwdriver, and where's my apple?" Apple? Yeah, apple. Give me a fucking apple. Thanks. Throw it at the Dalek. Now, that's the kind of Doctor I think I'd want to be, because I know it'd be a Doctor that probably everyone would fucking hate, and that's just the kind of Doctor I don't know. I'd want to be a Doctor that is different than all the others if possible, still has that bit of humour to him, but be rather intimidating at the same point. Like, literally takes no bullshit, and literally will kill if he won't kill if he has to, but be rather intimidating. That intimidation factor, like most of the Doctors some Doctors have that, others don't. I just think that'd be a really good one, like a really intimidating one that wouldn't be afraid to get his hands dirty. Like if he had to get fisticuffs, he'd get fisticuffs. Master of Doctor Fu. That'd be the kind of Doctor Who knows Doctor Fu, motherfucker. And then it gets cancelled because I was racist. I don't know, that's the kind of Doctor, like, a Doctor wouldn't be, like, I'd go head to head with a fucking Dalek. I'd be like, "Right, Dalek, try shooting the fucking laser man right up in your fucking eye." Just beat the living shit out of the Dalek with my bare hands. That's the kind of Doctor I'd be. And of course, I'd wear a kilt, because kilts are awesome. But yeah, that's the kind of Doctor I'd probably be, but I'm not an actor, and I don't think I'll ever be a actor anytime soon. Wouldn't mind be a voiceover actor, that'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, actor, no chance. Yeah, that's a good Doctor. A Doctor wouldn't be afraid to get his hands dirty, basically. Okay, now going to the Google Groups page to answer the questions here. And we're about half an hour in so far, so we have to move on. Warrior. This one is from Vita Instinct 73. Warrior. Do you think Sony will change their policies on borrowed games in 2 to 3 years after the PS4's release? Will they do away with the used game like Microsoft is doing? I doubt it. I honestly do. I think Sony are smart enough to know that the used game market is always going to be there in some way, shape or form. Why stop it when you can embrace it. They're going to try. I think they might try and come up with some way to maybe have a bit of a less impact on a used game, like give people a bit more incentive to buy a new game. But as it says, I don't think they will. I think they've learned their mistake and basically like we're embracing it and it's going to be there forever. So we'll deal with it. That's about it. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to say on that. I don't think Sony will change their mind. So the next question comes from Undead Elvis. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Let's see what I gotta do in an Elvis accent. Do you think there are any old gods? That's not even a fucking hell. Do you think any old god archdemons that were slain in the past could still be around somewhere behind the scenes? That was a horrible fucking Elvis accent. I do apologise. Do I think any old gods from Dragon Age are still around? I doubt it. Once an old god has been slain, like an archdemon, their soul is absorbed into a Grey Warden, and the Grey Warden dies with that soul. I don't know, like, I don't know if gods in this world can be killed, as in, like, dead. But I do think they can be killed for some way. But I don't know, if the old gods were to return, it would require some intense magic. It would require basically the power of multiple gods. It wouldn't take one, it would take multiple gods to bring them back. Now, with the veil being ripped in Dragon Age 3, as in the trailer that showed us, it is possible that they could come back. I think it is. If a good writer can get it right, they'll be back. But I doubt that I think that it's safe to say at the moment, they're dead. They're gone. They ain't coming back anytime soon. Because we don't know in this world if a god dies, if it can come back after a couple of 100 years. We don't know that. But I think this world's set out the fact that if a god dies, it's dead. I don't think they'd bring an old god back, but I don't know I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know the future. They could bring it back. They might not. It's completely up to them. I doubt they're controlling anything. In all honesty, though, because I don't think gods in this world work that way in Dragon Age. I don't think they work that way, like controlling things from behind the scenes. I don't think they work that way. I think they're more like the very powerful beings that like to watch. I don't think they control stuff. Sorry, that's my opinion. Okay, another one from Undead Elvis. I'm not even going to attempt an Elvis accent this time. Do you think Sten will have horns if he appears in DA3? On the new Kunai design, the DA2, it shows that and new design is. And do you think there's a chance that Morgan could turn out to be an antagonist in DA3? First thing on the Kunari, not all Kunari have horns. It's actually stated in the Dragon Age World of Thaddeus book and on the wiki, not every Kunari has horns. Some Kunari just have the hair. Like I think they are horns. I think it's just hair. Not all Kunari have horns. I think it's like maybe half of them, or at least 3/4 of them, do have horns. But the rest don't. Like, not every Kunari has horns. So Sten will not have horns, I guarantee it. Some Kunari have horns, some don't. Okay? Just to clarify that. As for Morgan being an antagonist, I highly doubt it. I don't think she will be an antagonist because it wouldn't make sense for her character. Because she's came too much of a way to be that kind of character that would just turn evil. I think she's going to be helpful, and I think she's going to help out because after what happened with the Warden, I do think that she's going to help out in some way, shape, or form. I don't think she's going to be an antagonist. I think she's going to be either helping you or guiding you. I think that's what's going to happen because they wouldn't show Morgan if she wasn't going to be in the game in some way, shape, or form. I think she might take the role of Flemeth, maybe. And before everyone says, no, I don't think she's possessed by Flemeth, okay? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But she might maybe take the role of Flemeth guiding the player in some way, shape, or form. Because we don't know where she's been inside that Luvian. Like with my Warden, they went with each other, so first night was probably a bit rompy. But yeah, I think that she's going to be helpful, but I don't think she's going to be an antagonist. I highly fucking doubt it. And if it was, I'd be rather disappointed in BioWare because her character had grown so much. I just don't think she's going to be an antagonist. I don't. Sorry, I just don't. Another question from Undead Elvis. What returning characters would you like to see in Dragon Age return as companions, like in DA3? Varric, of course, he's returning. That's obvious. Cassandra. It's tricky because I'm trying to think where those characters are. I don't know where every character is. Like, we can't have Alistair. He's the king of Ferelden. I think that's been set in canon. Like, it's canon that he's the king of Ferelden. Sorry to disappoint anyone. It's canon that he's king. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. They verified it in the comics. So yeah, we can't have Alistair, but we are going to probably have Varric and Cassandra. We probably guarantee that. We know we're going to have a Grey Warden. I think that's going to be a new character, so I can't count him. But Isabella would be nice, because I think she would be interesting. But with the events of the Dragon Age comic, Those Who Speak, I haven't read the last one, so I don't know what's happened with her. I don't know if she'll be returning as a party member, but if Varric's there, then there's a good chance we'll probably have Isabella, I'm thinking. I would love to see maybe a returning mage or two. Maybe Arl Eamon's son, because I sent him away to the Circle Magi, because I think that's probably going to be the canon one in that game. I'd love to see him return, maybe as a party member. That'd be interesting to see where he's come along the way. It's been about 20 years, but no, it's only been 10. He'd be in his, I think he'd probably be in his late teens, maybe his early 20s. I can't remember what age he was. I think he was like 8 or 9, so probably old enough to fight in a war, I think. I'd love to see a lot of characters return. I'm just trying to think, like, I'd love to see Aveline back. Unlike a lot of people, I actually liked Aveline. I thought she was a good character. I'd love to see characters I don't want to see back. Fenris, Anders, and yeah, just those two. Those two can go fuck themselves. Like, they two could literally lock them in a cave and let them fuck themselves to death. That'll do. Just do that. I fucking hate those characters. Sebastian as well, don't care about him. Any character beside that I'd love to see return. As a party member, I think we're going to get a lot more new characters than old characters. I know a lot of people are going to say I want Wynn back, but I can't. Let me just say, I highly doubt we're going to get Wynn back. I highly fucking doubt it. I don't want to say why, because it's a spoiler for the Asunder book, but let's just say I highly doubt that we're going to get her back. For obvious reasons. But yeah, I honestly, in my opinion, I think it's probably going to be more new characters. Like, there's a good chance we're going to get a couple of characters from Asunder. Oops. Sorry, I dropped my... There's something fell. I need to pick it up. I said, for old characters, there's a lot of ones I'd love to see return, but as I said, I'm just trying to think realistically here. I apologize to fix this. Sorry, so I do apologise for this. I have to fix this because it's got to bug me if it's not fixed properly. I think we're going to get more new characters, as there's a lot of old characters. Basically, anyone but the three I mentioned, Sebastian, Fenris, and Anders, I'm fine with anyone else after that returning. Colin, of course. Bethany. In all honesty, I'd love to see a Hawk. One of Hawk's siblings, for me, is Bethany, because Bethany's an awesome. Carver's a dick. I hate him. But in all honesty, I think we're going to get more new characters from this book. Like, there's two characters in particular. We're going to get, I think, a character called Reese and Evangeline. Those are the two characters who I think are going to be party members in Dragon Age 3, because, especially after the events of Asunder, it's highly probable that they're going to be there. But yeah, in all honesty, any character I'd love to see. I'd love to see a lot more characters return than previously. But it's difficult to say what it was. I want a lot of them to come back. I couldn't pick. I love too many of them. There's not a character in Dragon... Besides the three I mentioned, there's not a character in Dragon Age I don't like. I like almost every character. It's hard to say. Awakening, I just thought... The fuck was that? I thought I had someone shout. Awakening, that's it. Characters from Awakening that we didn't get a chance to see in Dragon Age 2. Valenia from Awakening, I want her back. She was awesome! I adored her! I want her back! Give me her back! Sigrun, I know after the events of Awakening she actually disappeared. She went into the Deep Roads looking for her sister and disappeared. But bring her back, please, for fuck's sake, bring her back. The Darkspawn from... the talking Darkspawn, the one who came to Arlanthian, that place, I want him back. Nathaniel Howell, I want him back. I know he was in DA2 for a brief cameo, but I want him back. Ogren, I want Ogren back. Too many characters. I would say Justice, but then that means we have to bring Anders back, so no Justice. Oh, there's too many characters, but what if I had to pick? If you ask me one character from Awakening who I want brought back, it's Valenia. I want Valenia back. I loved her character. She was awesome. She was badass. She was cool. She was a Dalish elf who kicked ass. But yeah, we'll move on to another question. So yeah, sorry about that. What's the worst game you've ever played and completed? Is this it? Yeah. I've got it right here. Turning Point Fall Libby. Biggest pile of fucking piss I've ever had to complete. One of the worst games I've ever fucking played. Crappy controls, PS2 level graphics, and horrible, horrible story. I had to finish it though. I don't know why, I just had to. It's a horrible game, one of the worst games I've ever fucking played. And I've played some fucking horrible games. So yeah, that. Turning Point Fall Liberty. And do I know why? Because it takes an interesting concept and fucks it up. For those who don't know, Turning Point is basically, what if the Nazis won World War II? Well, didn't win it, but it basically took over Britain. Basically, the whole concept is, what if Winston Churchill died in New York when he got hit by that taxi cab? Because those know, apparently Churchill got hit by a cab when in New York and was badly injured. But what if he died? He didn't become Prime Minister. Britain, basically, the Nazis took over Europe and invaded America. That's basically the concept. That sounds fucking awesome. And they fuck it up. Big time. Horrible story. Fucking, I love alternative reality stories because they're very interesting. I've actually written a few alternative stories with various and historical events. I'm not going to tell you any of them because I can't remember most of them. But one I do remember is, what if the Nazis won? I kind of do that, I'm sorry. That's just the way my mind works, and I love those kind of stories. I really do, and I think the game just fucking took it and shat all over it. So yeah, that fucking horrible, hate it. That's my opinion. Next question comes from Nate Partridge. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do apologise. Just had a thought about, but maybe that dragon at the Dragon Age 3 trailer was the same one from the first game, because it came out of the rift and not from the underground. Should something be reviving the old gods that were defeated before, and that's why the different ones and the others than baby gods? So you're basically asking as a possibility of old gods return. I already answered this question. It would take a good writer and it would take a lot of power. It would take multiple god level powers to do that. So if it's done, it could be a possibility. It could be a possibility. I highly doubt it though. That dragon in the trailer didn't look anything like the dragon from Dragon Age Origins. It didn't. It honestly didn't. It looked like a new one, so it probably is a new archdemon. It could be, but as I said, it could also be an old god. It could be one of the old gods that came back. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Don't have a lot of information. Okay, next question comes from N7 Strider. Okay, I'm going to ask a question everyone's been afraid to ask. Can you give us your best fat bastard impression? I'm not fat! I'm sexy! Look at my big sexy body! I'd rather show you even more. Look at my big sexy body! Everyone wants a piece of my body! Oh yeah! I can't do a fat bastard. I think that's the best I can do. By the way, I love Austin Powers, it's awesome. Look at my sex. Get in my belly! I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, ribs. I win the Subway diet! I can't really do a fat bastard because it's very thick Scottish. But that's the best I can do. I hope you enjoyed that. His other question... Austin Powers movies, cause I didn't want to write that word. He didn't write fat bastard, he done that. Just write fucking fat bastard, you coward. 2. Is a zebra black with white stripes or white with black stripes? It all comes down to your perception, because we have to understand, what is the zebra? Does the zebra perceive itself as white, or does it perceive itself as black? Or does it perceive itself as neither? It is neither black nor white, but both. And we must learn from the zebra, because it has learned to unite the races of black and white, and view them as one. Why view it as black and white, when you view it as a zebra? I'm fucking with you, I don't know. Shave it and find out. Someone shave a zebra and find out. There you go. That's your answer. Get me a zebra, give me some razors, I'll fucking shave it, and I'll be like, there we go, it's fucking white. No, it's black. It's white. It's black. It's white. It's black. It's pink? The fucking zebra's pink? Well, that's a fucking deal. I guarantee underneath all that is black and white fur. It's a pink zebra. And his third one. Third question from N7 Strider. Did you ever pick up Injustice? If so, what did you think of it? Nope, didn't pick up Injustice. Couldn't afford it, but I like the look of it. Interesting story. But overall, I couldn't pick up, so I do apologise. I just give a moment, just checking something quickly. Make sure there's no more Twitter questions. Okay, so we're 45 minutes in. Might as well get to the YouTube questions. The questions that are primarily here. I do apologise, actually need to give me a moment. Just got to move something over. Okay, here we are. Okay, first YouTube question comes from I Am Walking Dead 1. Who would you want in a team in a zombie apocalypse? Can be anyone from a video game, movie, or real life. Cannot just be a group of women to repopulate the planet. Up to 5 people, maximum of 10. You don't know me that well. I wouldn't pick women. Women can't fight. Cue angry women sexist comments down there. That's difficult. I'd need. If you want, that's tricky. That's really tricky. See, I'd want someone who was good with guns. So, if you're talking from video games, probably Garrus. Garrus, I think, would be a good long ranger, and he'd pretty damn good, pretty damn accurate. What's his name? Black Whirlwind from Jade Empire, because he's a fucking brute with those axes. Two. Need a good medic. Who's a good medic? Medic. Someone who's good with medicine. Mordin would be good, especially in that kind of situation. I'd be kind of scared in case he wanted to study the infected, but that's Mordin. Probably go with either Morgan or Wynn, because they need a mage. So we'll go with Morgan. She can learn to heal as well. We'll throw in MD and Alex as well, because I'm feeling they'd probably get me killed, but fuck it, throw the two in. Ability, why not? Throw her in there as well. I can use her as bait. Okay, three more. I don't want to choose anyone who's too overpowered, in all honesty, because I don't want to pick Superman, because then we'd be safe every day. And last three. Huh? That's tricky. This is really tricky. We need someone funny. Let's throw Mark Beer in there. Leon S. Kennedy and Jill Valentine. There we go. 10 people. That's just off the top of my head. Those ones there, because the last two, Jill and Leon, they're used to zombies, so they'd be helpful. And I Am Walking Dead asks, what you do will be on of Last of Us, already done on the channel. Go check it out. The Gamer's Enjoyment. The most outrageous thing you would ever do for £1 million. For £1 million, what would I do? There's a limit to what I would do. For £1 million, I would I'd do pretty much damn anything. As long as I live, nothing that would kill me. That's tricky. It's really just about anything. 72-hour long gaming live stream. That's the most outrageous thing I can think of. It's easy, and I love 72 hours non-stop gaming with only a 1 hour break for pissing, shitting, and eating a day. Yeah, that 72-hour long gaming live stream. There we go. Heavy Storm. If you ruled Thetis, what would the first thing you would do? First thing I would do would be bitch slap every single goddamn leader in Thetis. from Nevada to the Canary to go, look people, get the fuck along, we've got some kind of problem coming, we just saw a rift open up in the sky, I think Darkspawn are going to come in, so we kind of need to work to fucking together here to save the world, or we're all fucked, and we stop fighting over his petty stupid thing. Canary, shake the fucking Tevinter and Pinotan, Orlesians, shake the Tevinters, Thereldans, shake their Orlesians, Dwarves, shake the what the fuck are you doing here, Darkspawn? Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, Dwarves, shake the Darkspawn, Architect, who's standing right there, who's pretty damn intimidating and looks like he could eat me alive. No, it's really as is. I'd probably just try and unite all the nations together so they could walk in peace and harmony. There'd be war. There's not much I could do. That place is pretty fucked as it is. I'd probably try and solve a couple issues, in all honesty. I'd try and bring peace between the mages and the Templars. I would probably burn down the Grand Cathedral because the Chantry has become too corrupt for its own good, in my opinion. Nah, I'm kidding. I wouldn't burn down the Grand Cathedral. There's nice people there. I swear. There's nice people in the Grand Cathedral, I swear. But first thing I would do would probably try and basically... Okay, first thing I do is throw a massive fucking party. That's what I do. Throw a massive party, invite as many people as I can, and we're going to party like it's the year 99, the 9th age of the 99th year, and we're going to dance all that away. Get the fucking bards in here, bitches. That's what I do. Okay, next question comes from RPEE33. Hey, Warrior. I think you've made it quite clear that you're getting a PS4, but if Microsoft changed their policy for launching the Xbox One, would you consider again? A bit late on this question. Microsoft have changed their policy. Am I still considering getting one? Maybe, as it says, but I'm still getting a PS4 first. Sorry, Microsoft dropped the ball, so yeah. ND3, who is one character you're looking forward to see? This is from Joey Loves Girls. Morrigan mostly, in honesty. I'm looking forward to seeing what she's done. Just want to see what the hell's going on with her. Just honestly, Morrigan's the most one. Okay. Next question is also from Joey Loves Girls. Would you ever consider getting a tattoo? If so, what would you get and what would you get and where? In honesty, I have thought about getting tattoos in the past. My first tattoo was originally I was going to get was a massive full back piece because I go big or go home. A full dragon themed back piece. But in the end, I decided not to get a tattoo because it's permanent. It's going to be there for life. And I says, I don't think I could deal with that. I'd probably end up hating it after a week. So I say to myself, nah, I'm not getting tattoos. I fucking love tattoos though. I love the look of tattoos on some people. Some of them, oh god, they're sexy. But I honestly don't think I'd be able to handle getting a tattoo because it's there for life and it's not going anywhere. Maybe at a later date I might consider getting one, but at the moment, no chance because no my luck, I'd get something I'd regret. So yeah. Okay, the next set of questions, next three actually, comes from the Tesla Effect 1. Are you ever going to go to America to meet MD or she meet you? Every fucking Ask the Warrior always get a question about me and MD. In all honesty, it won't be anytime soon, but it'll probably be me going over to America to meet MD because of her situation with her mother, who's ill. I would probably have to go over to her. I doubt she'd be able to come over here. So yeah, in all honesty, I'd probably go over to her. But it will be, I don't know, a while before I can get there because it's expensive as hell to go to California. If you've priced it yourself, you know that. So yeah, it'll probably be me going over to visit her. Don't know when, but it'll be a vacation, probably for maybe 2 weeks. And also, I don't know how many times we'll be able to meet up because MD's first priority is her mother, and that's understandable. So I'm not going to say, well, I meet with you every goddamn day while I'm on vacation. Every couple of days would be fine, but her mum is her main priority. So if I was to go over, probably meet up a couple of times during the entire vacation and then say bye, and that'd probably be it. But her coming over here, maybe in the future, I don't know if she'd ever consider that. We have joked about it in the past, but at the moment I don't think she could because it's probably too expensive, and also she has to concentrate on her mother's health, which I completely understand, so I'm not going to say, oh, that's a shame, I won't be coming out the other end, but I'll probably go out there first, because I need a vacation anyway. Next question from Tesla Effect 1. Have you ever watched Fullmetal Alchemist? If you did, what did you think about it? And if you didn't, are you going to watch it? Yes, I have watched Fullmetal Alchemist. It's probably one of my all-time favourite animes I've ever watched. I watched it maybe 2 years ago. I didn't watch it when it came out because it didn't actually air over here to my knowledge. And I found out about it due to Yezu Otaku, or Jesu Otaku. I've heard it pronounced 3 different ways. I found her via the Nostalgia Critic doing a Digimon review, stumbled across her Fullmetal Alchemist review, watched that review, checked out Fullmetal Alchemist, and marathoned the entire series in a weekend. So yeah, I love Fullmetal Alchemist. It's one of my favourite animes. I am in the middle of watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I'm not enjoying that as much as I enjoyed Fullmetal Alchemist, but that's beside the point. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's one of my favourite animes, in my opinion, and definitely recommend watching it. Last question from Tesla Effect is, if you could pick a side in the next DA game, what would it be? Mage. I side with the mages. Mage for life, bitches! Mages, simple as. Now, ne boya, okay, I'm going to Ne. Naebewaryou. Neboyer. Asks, whereabouts in Glasgow are you from? I ain't fucking telling yous. That's the most yous get is I live in Glasgow. That's it. I don't reveal my exact location in case any of yous come and try and kill me. Joey loves girls. Another 2 questions from him is, we have a politician in America that says he was cheating on his wife with an 8-foot tall alien and said he had a kid with it. Do you believe him? Or do you believe that there are aliens? And said, would you yourself date an alien? Okay, if you don't know the story, I don't think it was an American politician, I think it was a UK politician, claimed to have been abducted by aliens over the period of several years, having sex with them and resulting in a child. In all honesty, first thing I apologize, you lucky bastard! Because yes, I believe that aliens exist. Do I think he's telling the truth? I haven't got a fucking clue. If he believes it, he believes it. Me personally, unless I see proof, I ain't believing him. But if he believes it, but he's a bit cuckoo, maybe. His wife, I think she might want to be a little pissed, although I don't know if it can count as cheating since it isn't with someone of the same species. But I think it can, it's debatable. In all honesty, I believe the aliens are real, and this politician may be a bit cuckoo, but if it happened to happen, like, I guarantee, like, that alien's going to come down and go, what are you talking about? You making fun of my man? Where's this kid right here? I'm an 9-foot tall alien, bitches. I'll slap you across the face. We aliens are real, and we deal with it. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done this. Like, that alien could come down and be like, you make fun of my man? You make fun of my man? I'm gonna wipe your entire race out for that. And then he's safe and we're all fucked. So, he's probably crazy, but I don't know. As I say, he's probably crazy, but I don't know him personally, so I'm not saying anything. Apparently, he's actually one of the most sanest persons there is. He just claims to have had sex with aliens. In my opinion, in all honesty, would I ever consider dating an alien? Hell fucking yes. Are you kidding? I have one rule when it comes to dating. If your personality's awesome, and I'm attracted to you via that way, I don't give two shits if you're an alien or whatever. Okay? I dare him. Are you kidding? If an Asari came into this room and says, hi there, can I go on a date? I'd be like, oh, hell yes, I'm coming. You can anal probe me all you want, I'm coming with you, Asari. But yeah, I consider dating an alien, for fuck's sake, if they were real. If they are real. I believe they are, but there's not a lot. There's some evidence, there's not a lot. I believe they're real. If an alien abducted me, if it was an alien abducted me, and I got to know it, and we started dating, then yeah, I would date it and pound that fucking alien ass till it was red raw. Or vice versa, it would pound my ass until it was red raw. Either or. It works. But yeah, I'd consider dating an alien, in all honesty. Is the guy crazy? More than likely, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's fucking crazy. but I'm not going to say he is 100% crazy. I'm about 99% sure he is crazy. I highly doubt aliens want to shag humans. But they might. I don't know. He could be telling the truth. And we might want to treat that guy quite well in case his alien overlord, in case his alien sex partner comes and goes, "You make fun of my sex partner? I kick your ass, motherfucker!" and pulls out a massive ray gun. Then we're fucked. Next question from Joey Loves Girls. What music do you like? Bit of everything. Simple as. I like a bit of everything. Classical, rock, heavy metal, bit of rap, country. I like everything. Simple as. Next two questions come from N71. N7 Normandy 1. What did you think of James Newton Howard's work on Blood Diamond? I thought it was perfect for the movie. I'm horrible with actors' names. I don't know who he is in the movie, but I like Blood Diamond. All the actors and actresses in it did a fantastic job. So yeah, did a good job. Are you thinking of getting Halo 4? This is N7 Normandy 1 as well. Are you thinking about Halo 4? Or are you like many people who think Halo is basically like COD? I disagree. I don't see any dogs in Spartan armor. Nice wee joke there, I like that. The dog, you will build an emotional connection with it. You will build an emotional connection with this dog. You will watch this dog, and it will most likely get shot. I don't think Halo's COD. I think Halo's better than COD. However, I'm probably not going to get the next Halo because I'm kind of done with it. After Halo 3 and Halo Reach, I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done with the Halo franchise in general. I'm not going to lie, if the game looks awesome, I'll probably pick it up. But at the moment, probably no, I'm not going to pick it up. So yeah, that's about it. Super Elusive Man asks, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what would your survival strategy be? Where would you go for safety? I have read the Matt Brooks Zombie Survival Guide, so I've actually thought this out. I'm not going to lie, when I was younger, I thought of an entire zombie survival guide. Anytime I entered a building, like my school, I looked around and was like, well, if there's a zombie apocalypse, I get stuck here, how would we fortify this entire area? It would all depend on the situation. Like, if I knew in advance, like, if the news came on and says, we've got a bit of a problem, there's a zombie outbreak, and you have about 3 days to prepare before we're all fucking screwed. I would gather up as much fucking supplies as I could, and get my family the fuck out of Glasgow. That's the first thing I would do, because big cities are a worst place to be during a zombie apocalypse. We get the fuck out of Glasgow, we find an abandoned farmhouse, and we hold up there for a while, and then we keep moving. We stay on the road. We don't stay in the same place too long, because zombies tend to multiply. We stay moving, we keep moving, we survive. That's the main goal, is to keep moving, and if possible, get the fuck out of the UK, because get the fuck out of the area that's infected, and hopefully we can outlast it. Sorry, I'm looking over here. I'm making sure I'm not fucking up. Don't stop recording or anything. If I was caught unaware of it, like literally, I woke up one morning, looked outside, and there were zombies. First thing I would do is turn on my bathtub with cold water. That's the first thing you should do, because you need as much water as you can for bathing, drinking, and surviving. Fill the bathtub up with as much water as possible. Grab any tools from the shed at my back. Get them in the house. Basically, in my house we don't exactly have a good back door. But what I would basically do is get all the food, bring it upstairs with my family, and then first thing I'm doing is dismantling the stairs, because zombies can't climb. At least the normal ones can't climb. Dismantling the stairs to make sure that I'm safe for the moment. I can stay up there and stay quiet. Only go out when we need supplies, and get back before nightfall. Just hold up in the house for as long as we can. Eventually we would need to move and get the fuck out of Glasgow. But as I said, if there were too many zombies out there, I would play it safe, in all honesty. And just survive for as long as I can, and hope for the best. But yeah, that's basically my survival guide. Survive, and try and keep in contact with as many people as possible. If the internet's still up and the computer's still up, I will vlog the zombie apocalypse. I will be like, day 1 of the zombie apocalypse, day 1 of the zombie infection. We're fucked. They're zombies. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm scared. I'm gonna die. I would do that. If the power wasn't out and we still had internet, I would actually vlog until my internet went out, because yeah, I'd want to at least keep in touch with as many people as possible and inform people of how to survive, or to inform them that we're still fucking alive here. Help us. And try to be quiet at the same time because the zombies hear us, we're fucked. But yeah, stay upstairs, destroy the stairs. Like if you're in a 2-story building and you get caught unaware in the zombie apocalypse, get to the 2nd floor, dismantle the stairs if possible, because zombies can't get to you then. Okay, they'll be stuck on the 1st floor. They'll be going like, "Oh, they were smart. They dismantled the stairs." Fuck my throat. I'm talking for an hour. Didn't even realise that. But yeah, that's it basically. I have read the. If you want a good read, I'm not saying there's going to be a zombie apocalypse, but check out the Matt Brooks Zombie Survival Guide. It's actually a really good read because it's kind of funny to read it and listen to it, but after you read it and think about it, you're kind of like, huh, my idea of surviving a zombie apocalypse would not work. I'd be fucked. Because it's actually kind of goes, huh. But it's not just good for zombie survival apocalypse, it's actually a good thing to read for, like, if the world does go to shit, which eventually it will probably at this rate. But yeah, I'd recommend reading it. It's a good laugh. The audiobook's really good as well. Okay, last set of questions, hopefully. The next question comes from Amarith's Cat. In DAI, the Dragon Age Inquisition, who would you like to be one of your companions? That's tricky. Evangeline from Dragon Age Asunder. Simple as, because she's awesome. The Gamer's Enjoyment has a question. Have you ever watched Airplane, and if you had, I have watched Airplane. It's been a long ass time since I've watched it, so I can't remember scenes. I do apologise, but I enjoyed the entire film. It's a good film. Definitely recommend it. Next question is from Bobby Blood 93. I remember you said before that you were half Irish. Is that true, or do you have any relatives or ancestors in Ireland, and would you like to visit Ireland? To my knowledge, I don't have any relatives in Ireland. I don't even know if I only know that I do have ancestors from Ireland. I think either on my granddad's side, we have some Irish family members because my last name is apparently an Irish name. I'm not gonna say what I think I've said it in a video, but I'm not gonna say it here. But yeah, I have apparently my last name's an Irish name. And apparently my granddad, maybe further back, what parts of his family were from Ireland. So I do know that I have some Irish blood in me. I also have some English blood and some Scottish blood, so I have a mixture of all three of us. The only thing I don't have is Welsh blood, which is very surprising. But yeah, I know that I'd love to visit Ireland one day, and yeah, I would visit Ireland one day because it's an absolute gorgeous country I'd love to visit. So yeah, I will visit Ireland one day. Don't know when, but I will. The next question, the last question, comes from the Gamer's Enjoyment. If you could choose one of these games, what would it be? The Walking Dead or The Last of Us? Last of Us. While I love The Walking Dead, it barely qualifies as a game. The Last of Us is a fantastic game and probably game of the year for me personally. Okay, that's actually the last question. That's it. Thank you for your questions. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to answer your questions. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry, someone's come in. Thank you for watching. I hope I answered the question, and hopefully we'll do another one of these next month. So, as always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92. I'll see you all later. Ciao for now.